It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. The other day I did one on Mayberry and how there was no real nuclear families on the show. The main characters, okay? And I wanted to dive a little deeper. So here's the real reason that Andy Griffith never had a wife on the Andy Griffith Show. Andy Taylor, played by Andy Griffith, was a single dad to Opie throughout the Andy Griffith Show's 8 seasons on the air. The bond between Andy and Opie played a major role in the series, whether Andy was dropping a nugget of wisdom, instilling life lessons, or giving moral guidance. He always aimed to teach Opie values that would help him grow. Although Griffith could have doubled as Dad of the Year, raising Opie alone wasn't without its challenges. Griffith had portrayed a widower since the first season in 1960. While we may not know what happened to Andy's wife, there are a few subtle references to her absence throughout the series. Most young men living in a small town would be on the hunt for someone special. Andy wasn't as worried about finding a female for Opie or himself. He tried girls for a while, Andy said in a 1964 interview with Winston-Salem Journal. They didn't work. It's not the girl's fault, and I have nothing against them. But in our situation, it's hard to find a story involving a girl. Now we find the story first and get the girl to fill it. According to the interview, there are many reasons why Andy believed a girlfriend or wife would be cumbersome to the series. He said scripts are a television series' biggest problem, and they're even harder to create for a weekly husband and wife duo. In the world of Mayberry, Barney Fife and Aunt Bee's pickles were about the biggest problems Andy had to take on. Who had time for a relationship when Barney was in the picture? While finding a girlfriend wasn't on the top of his mind, Andy did explore his options with a few lucky ladies, including Ellie Walker, played by Eleanor Donahue. Ellie was a town pharmacist and strong, independent woman. Although the two were flirty and had tons of fans, the relationship never led to anything serious, just the way Andy envisioned it. Later in the series, Andy's romantic interest shifted to Helen Crump. She was a school teacher in Mayberry who fell in love with Andy, and their relationship became more central focused on the series. The two eventually got married in the spin-off series, Mayberry RFD. If I had a wife, that would change everything, Griffith said. I'd have to be at the house a lot. Besides that, there are other people who can do that kind of comedy better than I could on television. I love a man who knows his limits. I agree. I'm glad they waited to marry off him and Helen when they decided to leave the show, when the show ended, or even after that, actually, because I don't think it would have worked. Although I think if Peggy would have hung around, that might have worked. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I hope you'll have a great holiday weekend. I am going to run videos of this channel and classic rural comedies, facts and trivia through the weekend, and hopefully get them all back to running on Monday. We'll have to see. It is Memorial Day. We'll see. But on classic rural comedies, facts and trivia, it's on the history of the very strange history of the horse that played Mr. Ed. Pretty neat. Please check that out. Please subscribe here if you have not yet. Please like this video. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and I am praying for you.